Hey guys, one more time. This is a Lexus IS 250 2015 or 14. I think it's 14. Now we're gonna replace the windshield. I already make this part. You already know about this one, the moldings, the clips. I'm gonna put a new clips, new molding. But I saved those because maybe we can reuse it for another customer. And we put the hooks on the bottom. Now we strip the parts. We have everything ready. Remember, this is what I'm saying. You see the excess of that glue? So always remember the hammer, the H2. That's why sometimes our system is going to move, because it's going to stuck with something. Okay, so it's a good idea, make a pre-cut, not go to the pitch wheel, just beside. So in this way, you see, I'm not go deep, but I'm going to just make a room for my line, in this case like that, just because sometimes the excess is really tight, like this one. You see, it's going to set my line very close to the glass. The line can break, or it's going to stuck. It's going to be like a nut, and that's when the system start moving. Now remember, clean the glass from inside. I already cleaned it, but you have to clean all the suction cups. Are gonna move. Okay, we're gonna remember, I'm gonna just let me take this one off. I already used my pads right here, the activator, but they're really dangerous liquid. Just careful because it's acid. Careful with your eyes and your hands. Okay, so I'm gonna use this system now. Remember, today I'm gonna start using this technique. I used this one a long time ago with my masters. So where you have to cross the lines is the best way to cut the bees. But I'm gonna start in the middle, because remember, this is what my master told me. Okay, so in his mind, his old mind, because he was an old man. So he say, when you have the seal around, if you attack the first part on the middle and you make this part of the cut like this, you make the entire seal becoming weak. Because if you see, when the people set the windshields, always the corners, that's the more harder, especially the low corners, because there's the support of the frame, there's the support of the frame right here. So it's when you're gonna find more resistance. But when you attack this part and cut both, and I mean both parts like this, all this part is gonna be weak. It's the same, it's gonna be almost the same when you have a bad installed and you have an accident, that you wreck the car. So if someone don't put any glue here, what's the part is gonna break? What part is gonna be more affected? All the bottom and the roof, because there's no support. So that's why he always teach me, go in the middle. But you can start on the corners. People choose go the corners first because they're more harder. But remember, when you go to the factories, or you see the YouTube videos, when the factories put the glue, the road machines, they put the glue driver side to the passenger side to the driver side, because this is the part more weakness when the car is driving, because the passenger doesn't have any protection except for the airbags. So we're gonna start working in this way. So remember, we're gonna work like this. This one's going this way, but we're gonna cross the lines. Okay, so the other car before I did, the Odyssey, was the huge glass, so we have more room. So this one is more smaller. So remember, we're gonna go attach. Sometimes remember, the pin of the cracks is you have to work, because this technique is not gonna be very good when you have a cracks on the corner. So you have to go maybe over here, or move the different positions. So remember, this one, we're gonna go right here, close to the pillar side right here. I'm pretty close right here. And this one is gonna be the same like this. Let me take these stickers, because these kind of stickers are gonna make the problem. Right, and this one's do the same way right here. But remember, you can follow the manufacturing instructions. I just pass a little techniques, they help for me. I think I have to replace the cap because something is wrong. Okay, remember, I'm gonna pull the line just normally this time. And the other one, the other say I cross the line, but I'm gonna show you now how you can do it without cross the lines. Okay, because you're gonna be confused what line is gonna be to the right and what line is gonna be to the left. All right, so we're gonna just put the line in. Crash protector. I'm gonna have this sticker stick on my Pants right here. Okay, so we're gonna protect the dashboard right there, and we're gonna insert our line. Okay. So, and it's more easy when you insert the line from the middle. This is my technique, okay? It's not about factories. You have to follow the factory instructions, but I'm gonna just do my technique, what my master showed me. Start pulling the line right here. Now remember, you can cross the line, or you cannot. But you cross the line, you have to switch the suction cups, okay? But you don't want to cross the lines. You can even cut them this way. Let me show you. I know you're gonna be a little confused about the technique, but this is just to understand a little bit. This technique is really useful, but sometimes it's a little confused. Okay, let me show you here. Because you can cut in two ways. You can cross the lines, but you have to cross the suction cups. Switch the places, okay? Gotta get careful in that area because the glass is broken, so we can break the line right there. And a little piece more here. There you go. Okay, so now the line is going to be safe because we're going to pull it. You got a hooks right there, so it's going to be fine. You see, always in place. Okay, now let's go inside. Now we can use the power, or we can use manual. Go this way, and we can go power, or we can go manual. Okay, this is the good system because you can go both ways. Okay. You see, now the line is here now, and now if you want to cross the lines, you have to change the places, okay? But you don't have to because you can go on this way. Let me show you. We're gonna go use the power this time. I'm gonna leave this one because I have one cord over there. Remember, right there you have to stop, okay? You don't stop in this point. What you're gonna do is damage this area, okay? So now we're gonna switch the place, just turn on this way, close to here. But remember, you're here, now you're gonna leave your 4 inches probably here, because you have the room to protect your headlight, I mean your pillar side of the headliner. Okay, and we're gonna just go here. I'm gonna stop right there on the turn, right there, no more. Okay, now at this point, the only I have to do is change the place, okay? But I'm gonna do that one after I make the other cut. So you can make this one and crossing the line. This is what happens. If the glue is really hard, you can cross the lines to make the cut, force the line go more strong. But if it's not really too much glue, you can go in this direction. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, now we're gonna switch the place. Remember, we're gonna lock this one. Still we have the gravity stops, so remember that. Okay, now we're gonna start making the cut here. Careful with the bin number. Make the turn on the corner, and that's it. Okay. Now switch the place. Remember your 4 inches, 5 inches. You can leave. 5 inches is the best, but 4 inches works. But the problem is the 4 inches, the same like the Spider. The problem is this one is only place is gonna fit, not this one. Okay, so now we're gonna continue it on this one. Right there. Okay, at this point, the only we have to do is now change the place. We're gonna go, you can go more lower if you had this problem, but remember you have to hit clear on this area. So in this case, I have my crack right there exactly, but I can go even here, but I don't have room to protect my headliner, so I'm gonna go probably low this time because I have this crack in my way. And if I go too close, I don't see what I'm doing, so that's why. And you see, and you can leave this one now here. This is a slow process, but you can do more faster if you want. I just show you the more slow process because I want you to see the difference. Now we're ready to make the cuts. I'm gonna remember we have a gravity stops. This is the metal. Careful with these ones, especially with these ones. There you go. We got one. Right there. That's the far we can go. Now just switch to place. Have more gravity stop over here. We're gonna break it now. We're gonna catch it and break it. There you go. And that's the thing. Okay, so this technique is really helpful. I mean, you want to go faster and safe. You know, you're gonna start working in those corners. Turn, finish the cut of the corner, just move it over here. So you're gonna move actually just one time. You have here, here, and here. So it's two times you move. But the good thing on this one is you can work in the middle. Okay, like here, you got all the room on this area. You don't have to go corners and be stuck here and go inside deep. Got it, this part, the pillar side. So this is the only way. Okay, so and you can use the power or you can use the manual. So there's some little techniques you can try. You can follow the manufacturing instruction, but when I'm using both systems to cut out, so I use this technique. For me, works really nice. And remember, this line I already used a couple times, so let's see how far we can go with the same line. It's the X96, so I'm gonna see if I can go with this technique. I will try how many I can use before the line is done. Okay, right there. So remember, these hooks you cannot leave them inside or lost them inside because they're already dangerous. Special if they go in the bends for the AC right there. Okay, so I have another ones. I have 3 porches today, so I'm gonna run this kind of technique with the other 3 because I want to see how many times I can use the line. It's a Cayennes and what else? Yeah, it's 2 Cayennes. So I'm gonna see if I can use the same technique because those Cayennes are more tight. So I want to see that technique because I forget this technique for a long time, but I remember this morning when I was working, I said, well, I'm gonna try this technique. Before I used to, with my master, we clamp, you know, those kind of old suction cups here. We do the same thing and we start pulling, but of course nothing like this. The other thing was manual. We put one over here, we got the line here, we pull in this direction, and he switched the place to the other side. So, but I remember it was a long time ago. Okay, so I'm gonna clean the bee, put some primer, and I'll be right back. See you next time. Okay guys, so we're ready to set the glue. Remember, this one you have to put the cell uphill cell foam, the same one. You don't have a new one, you can reuse the old one, but you have to use it. You don't have it, just make sure you put your glue on the right height, because if it's too low, it's gonna touch the dashboard. If it's really high, you're gonna have wind noise. But most of the time, the mistakes with the Glassman is they put too low. With the, you know, the bee, the round bees, sometimes the glue go too much down, and it's when they touch the dashboard and making noises. So that's why it's better just use the high bees or whatever you want to do. Now, this one I used a couple hours ago. So the good tip is when you're gonna use it, already open a new one, is reuse the new one and leave the old one out. But when you see the glue dry really fast, so you see, I got a glue dry already there. So don't push it in this way, or you're gonna get all this gap. Right here, you see, you gotta take the coat top right here and just take them out, because this glue dries really fast. So what I'm doing now, because I don't want to change that one in the middle of the top, I'm gonna use the new one, and if I need more, I use the other one. Okay, so let's go here now. Now this kind of car is really difficult to make the right bee on the glass. Even for me, I have a problem sometimes. I don't have any recoil, but to me, what I'm saying is difficult for me is because make this form, it's not really difficult. You gotta go low, make the same form here, and go straight all the way over here and go the same way. Because you see the eye is the model before of this one was almost straight, but this one come in like this and come up and just follow it straight. So that's the only problem with this one. So, but I'm gonna run the bee here, because remember, blow it, there you go. You see, you gotta go up on this way like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my glue on the body, and it's gonna be much better here. See, I have a little one. Let me see if I can make it. Okay, we made it. Okay, so now this one, remember this glue dries really fast. Okay, so you don't have too much time to play around. So this one, that's it, it's going to dry, cannot use it anymore. Reattach the old one and use it, but every time just clean that glue dry inside, or it's going to get it inside. I mean, when you start pushing the glue, you're going to have a stuck here and it's going to be a mess. Okay guys, let me fix this one. It's good. Let me just close my bee here. Okay. This glue dries really fast, so work fast with this Sika, because this one is faster. It's gonna coat in less than 1 minute. Especially when it's the high humidity and heat. Alright. Man, this system is really light, so that's what I like it. Right there. What? So I don't want to say I'm promote anybody, but and I don't have any money if I promote someone, but believe it or not, if you buy the kit for this system, you're gonna see the difference, because I so many people use the lily body, and it's no person I can see in his face is not holding all the weight on the glass. Everyone, even from the E-Tech for Light, the same thing. It's too heavy. This one, you will see the difference. You have a chance to buy this one, you're gonna see the difference and what I'm talking about. When you're holding just the glass and the glue, no more, because the system is very light. I'm doing this for a long time, and my back sometimes give me a problem with the lily body, so that's why you don't see me using too much. You see my bee is expanding really nice. You see, I didn't put too much glue because I don't want to be the gap block my drain channel right here. It's for the water channel to go down. So because people, when they make the onions, they put too much and you can see the big gap coming up, and that's going to block the water. So expanding the beam. You see, this is what happened with the aftermarket problem. Let me show you. You see my glass is coming straight here, and over here is popping like this. So this is the problem where the people use the round bees, because the round bee, the problem is when you put that one on the body and you have this kind of problem with the aftermarket, is when the problem is happening. Maybe the bee is not the problem, but remember, the factory is making them bees, so high bees, why we have to make it in round bees? So we cannot do whatever we want. We have to follow the manufacturing instructions. Okay guys, well, see you next. Already finished. I'm gonna just put my moldings, clips. You already saw the system. Everything is set. I'm gonna make a dry leak detector. Let me show you before. Oh yeah. Today we have many calls because the customers, they are waiting for those appointments. So I think the weather says it's gonna rain and everybody's calling. They want a job done today because they say rain tomorrow, Thursday. So they say it's gonna be bad. Okay, we're gonna start making here. Especially on this area, it's pop. You see how far I'm here? So that's the problem with the round bees. If I put a round bees on this one, my glass is gonna be too low. This part is gonna touch more, but this one is gonna be problems with the bee. So that's the problem with the round bees. It's not the problem in the bee itself, but it's the glass, the problem. I got a signal because my window is open. Remember, you can use the system, but you gotta block the signal right there. Alright, okay guys, so I have to just put my moldings and we finish all parts together. Okay guys, see you next one. I'm gonna cut another ones with the same technique, you know, when my line's crossing, or just cross the line like this. I say crossing lines because when you go up you're gonna cross, but you know, it's a good technique. Okay guys, see you next one. So believe it or not, if you have a chance to buy the system for the WRD, I don't have any money, no promotion, it's just I know when something is good, and this one you're gonna see it when you play with these tools. Okay, so you can play with those. You can buy the kit. I know maybe it's gonna be a little money, but you know, you can have maybe just this one, that one, the Stellar system, 3 of those, that's enough. But you can buy those 2, is more easy to make the cuts. Okay guys, see you next shot, because we have more before rain. So see you next.